Is there a new Armored Core in the works? Wonder Festival Summer 2025 brings out a lot of amazing Armored Core creations, and an Armored Core legend has passed away. We have all that and more coming up in this video. Greetings Ravens, I'm Cleric, and I'm here to tell you... Just a quick reminder to please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It is free and it really does help me out. If you'd like to become a member or a supporter of the channel directly, you can do so for as little as $1 a month right here on YouTube. I also have the option on Patreon and other things, but it doesn't really matter. Do what you want. And if you do happen to become a member here on YouTube, you do get access to a sneak peek video of something I'm currently working on that I think is pretty cool. With all that out of the way, on to our lead news story. The gaming journalist site MP First released a story stating that they have obtained information that FromSoftware is deep in the production cycle of a yet announced multi-platform title. According to their source, this is actually separate from Night Rain DLC and Dustbloods, and according to them, it is supposedly set to come out even as early as next year. According to MP First, their source informed this production's codename is FMC. Now, FromSoftware does have a history of using short letter code names for their gaming projects. For example, Dark Souls 3 was FDP, Sekiro had NTC, Elden Ring was GR, and Night Rain was CL, and of course, Armored Core 6 was FNR. Now in Armored Core's case, if you go actually look at SteamDB, you actually can look at the game file updates around the release date of the game, and you actually find the FNR in the release executable name. Now, as far as the information is legitimate, based on everything I could find, all the research I could do, there's no reason to doubt the existence of this project or to say that this leak isn't legitimate. Now, as far as the existence of the project codename, I think it's very possible. I'm guessing FNR probably does exist, but why bring it up in the context of Armored Core? Well, the development cycle based on previous Armored Core titles, for example, from things like 4 to 4 Answer or 5 to Verdict Day, are actually pretty close in release timing. Armored Core has a habit of releasing a game, then releasing a new sub-game in the same kind of universe or timeline or part system or mechanic system as its predecessor, hence 4 to 4 Answer and 5 to Verdict Day. What lends credence to this theory is the fact that the director of Armored Core 6, Masaru Yamamura, and yes, that picture is a picture of me with him at the preview event. I realize this is totally a humble flex / brag, but yeah, can you blame me? This happened and it's really cool. Anyways, Yamamura-san does not have any credits on Shadow of the Erdtree or Night Rain or the upcoming Dustbloods. He's actually been pretty quiet in general since the release of Armored Core 6, and that has led to three, so we say, theories regarding this FNR project. The first being this could be a new Sekiro title, which he was the director of Sekiro. The second is that it's probably a brand new game title or a brand new game we haven't seen before. And the next, this could be the next Armored Core game a la Verdict Day or 4 Answer style after 6. Now, as reported before, parent company Kadokawa was very impressed with Armored Core 6's sales numbers and its continued sales beyond its initial release. And has all been but officially confirmed by the publisher of Bandai Namco by their European president saying this. In an interview with Game Industry Biz, Bandai Namco EU CEO Arnaud Muller suggests that even though Armored Core 6 won't match Elden Ring's sales numbers or success, future Armored Core games may be possible as they want to take this IP further in relationship with FromSoftware. So, will we see an Armored Core announcement in the near future? I would say the odds are the greatest they have been since the release of Armored Core 6. And with the events like Gamescom and Game Awards coming just a few months away, a game announcement one way or the other I think seems likely to occur. The question remains on whether or not it'll be Armored Core related. Here's hoping. In community news, as some of you may have seen from my post on Armored Core Legacy's post last month, fellow Armored Core Legacy co-founder and Midwest Armored Core community creator and staple in the community, Chris Juckett, better known as Tearsin online, has very unexpectedly and tragically passed away. Tearsin was only 47 years old. For those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know and would like a fond reminder, Tearsin helped start the Midwest Armored Core scene up in Janesville, Wisconsin, starting a host of gatherings where people would haul around their giant CRT televisions, their PS2s, and Firewire hubs and Firewire cables, playing games and having LAN parties playing Armored Core, starting Another Age, and really getting going come the Armored Core 3 series, especially Silent Line, and began hosting tournaments called Armored Core Midwest Mayhem. This was a tournament series that had multiple occurrences. Sometimes it would see upwards of 30 people who would travel from all over the Midwest to attend these events, and it was honestly so stinking cool to go to. At first, this group started as kind of a Yahoo groups page. Yeah, I know Yahoo groups, that was a thing back then. That actually, the Yahoo group was what my friend Zealous found originally advertising this tournament. He discovered that, he invited me along, and I got to be a part of it as well. And that led to the eventual creation of the Midwest Armored Core Community Forum, A3C. Now, I had the privilege of meeting Tearsin in a couple of these events, and eventually had a chance to kind of compete with him in a couple places, and he honestly was just what I'll call a gentle giant. Eventually, he handed the reins of the tournament series over to Zealous, and later helped co-found the community forum Armored Core Legacy along with myself and Zealous and From Chang. Now, sadly, due to a variety of circumstances, Tearsin was unable to go with us, me, Chang, and Zealous to the Armored Core 6 preview event before the game came out, or the PvP showcase. But he did play the game, he did play Armored Core 6, he did end up loving it, so this he loved a lot of the previous Armored Core titles. And in typical Armored Core fandom fashion, he had a particular preference for a certain generation. I think we all have our certain generations we think are the best. Now, From Chang and myself were able to attend his visitation. Sadly, Zealous was unable to make it due to a prior obligation that he could not move. And this was the first time that me and Chang had met most of his family. When they asked us how we knew Chris, upon telling them we met through gaming, we met and we were friends through the game Armored Core. It was kind of a novel experience having a whole bunch of people I've never met before telling me, nodding their heads in acknowledgement and talking about how much they knew he loved that series. Prior to recent events, that knowing people or meeting people who knew what Armored Core was a rarity, and meeting a whole bunch more people who knew it and understood that Tearsin loved it was humbling, to say the least. That's the word I'll use, is humbling. So Tearsin was laid to rest on June 23rd. The U.S. Armored Core community has lost an OG with Tearsin's passing. He will be missed by many, especially those among his normal Monday gaming group, which includes From Chang and Zealous. All I can say is this: mission complete, Raven. Returning to normal mode. In more community news, Wonder Festival Summer 2025 is just a week away, and they have begun showing their offerings they will bring to their vendor booths next week. Now, honestly, I only added this section, even though it's not Armored Core specific, because I kind of just want to geek out with you all with all the cool things I've been seeing on Twitter. Let's just go through them. So how about this? How about an Armored Core 6 park capsule? That's cool. How about a giant wrecker head or a giant finder eye head? Well, Armored Core fan probably wouldn't want those. Giant Helianthus wheel? Yeah, sure, I'll take one of those. Or can I interest you in an Armored Core 6 Corporation chess set? Yeah, I really want one of these. By the way, all this came from just one vendor going to the booth, and that is from Kirisawa Design Bureau. There's a ton more beyond that. Just like Kanzuki Kobo, who has a variety of goods that we plan to bring, just like there's like a metal Walter like enter keycap that goes on your keyboard, and this guy makes some really awesome things related to Armored Core, including these, the Armored Core Formula Front Tournament Series coins. It's pretty stinking awesome. It should autofocus here in a second. I'm back. There we go. Anyways, thanks to From Chang, by the way. Chang, thank you so much for getting a hold of one of these for me. This is super cool. For those who don't know, Japan has been having Formula Front tournaments for 20 years since the game came out. This is the 20th anniversary coin, which is thinking awesome. I have one now thanks to Chang. Chang, as always, you are far too generous, brother, and I love you. So if you want to, just go on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and use these couple of hashtags you see on the screen, and you will find all kinds of amazing stuff that's not just Armored Core related, but a lot of the Armored Core stuff is just so cool. Moving on over to model kit news. As mentioned in the previous news cycle, 30-minute missions was set to announce their next offerings of Armored Core 6 model kit sets, and here's what they showed off. They showed off Weapon Set 5, that includes the vertical missile launcher, the Turner, the Pulse Blade, and the Q5 shield. They also showed off the 011 Melander AC set, and they also showed off the previously teased Milk 2 set, which honestly looks really awesome. There was a surprise fourth announcement, however, during this little live stream, and their next AC they'll be releasing is the Arquebus ADD VE40A. This thing comes with the very popular VE40A core, the colloquial named Hammerhead head part, and the overpowered LRB laser rifle, and of course, the boat legs. Still waiting on wheelchair, but this is cool nevertheless. The first three sets I mentioned, they do come out, or have come out, excuse me, as of June 21st, and the Archivist set is set to release in October of this year. In another new segment, I know I just added one last time with Art of the Month. I'm going to be adding another one called Music of the Month. There has been a recent increase in Armored Core related music covers, so I thought I'd start showing off some of them here, and I have one for this video. This month's cover goes to, according to Google Translate, this name translates to I Love Noboshi. And I was a little concerned at first what Noboshi could be, so I looked it up, and apparently it's a fish that often gets used in ramen. That's plenty safe to say on the internet and not get banned. Now I realize this cover is almost 2 years old, but I only just now discovered it the last couple weeks, and I gotta say, it is stinking awesome. It's based on Shape Memory Alloys, which is the menu theme from the first generation of games. And honestly, I'm not gonna give you the whole thing. I'm gonna give you like maybe a minute, maybe a little bit less of this song. I want you to encourage you to go listen to the whole thing. It is awesome. Here you go. Like I said, awesome. And now for Art of the Month. As mentioned before, after seeing so many awesome artworks online, I decided to add this segment last time, and there's always going to be a ton of this, and picking it's always going to be an absolute pain. But for this month, I am giving the honors to Shigure_Driz and his absolutely adorable chibi Armored Core creation. I mean, just look at these things. I mean, I just want them all to put them on my shelf. These things are just so gosh darn cute, and I want every single one of them. Yeah, it looks like he actually may get these printed potentially based on some of the images I saw, but yeah, they're cute and I want them. As always, we finish up with our meme of the month, and this month's meme is courtesy of Alani_S222S on X. Here is this month's meme. Yeah, now I realize this kind of goes a little bit beyond just meme, and it's actually like a full-blown fan creation they're actually selling, but yeah, I think turning Snail's head into a trash can definitely falls into meme territory, and I absolutely love it. Alright, that's all the time I have for news in this video today. Links to each of the items are covered in the description below. As always, I also have the Events Hub in the description. Now, in the Events Hub, you will find links to various Armored Core communities and where you can participate in really cool events for Armored Core for both PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. And some of these events even include prizes. Like, submit a piece of news to me to be covered. There's a link in the description below to submit an article if you'd like me to cover something in the news cycle in the future. And over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, I have been daily posting images from Armored Core's past books, and I'm currently catching up the art on the YouTube side as well. We're almost to parity, and if you just want to see some really awesome sketch work and design work and CG work from, like, you know, it's Armored Core's art is just absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, go check that out over on X. You don't mind giving me a follow there, I would appreciate it. There's been 3 decades of artwork that's just absolutely outstanding. All right, I think it's all the news I have for you today. This is Cleric, signing off.